And we're back with some more Rimworld. And we have been having a good time of it recently. Well, okay, we had a mech raid attack and a bunch of other stuff that really ate into our last episode. And a death, which we still haven't logged yet. But barring that, we have a lot of new recruits that we have to add into the team. In fact, we're getting close to the 100 mark. I think I'm going to let the new recruits collect until we've got 100 before we go through the naming ceremonies. In the meantime, what we are doing here is we are installing, well, a whole bunch of moisture pumps. We want to take this whole area over here and we want to wall it in. Well, we want to put in moisture pumps to make sure that we can drain out all the moisture, turn that land into something we can build upon, while at the same time, walling them in so that if any raids do fall in here, they won't kill them. I still have to run some power cables through there, but that'll be a minute. We have also got some over here that have already went in a while ago. These things, you're better off putting them in early because they take a long time to expand. So I bet a full in-game year before they reach maximum radius. There is mods you can use to speed this along, but nah. Now let's do it the old painful way. That's the way it was intended. I was thinking Randy was going to take it easy on us for a bit. You know, just relax, take a breather. But it's been 4 days and he's decided it's time for another raid. Normally after they hit you with a bunch of raids, they give you, 10, 15 days to get your stuff together and get your recruits in. We're just one shy of the 100 mark. I just want to hit the 100 recruits, Randy. Don't kill one of them now. Looking at this raid, in fact, I'm going to have to clear a bunch of these alerts. I was hoping to leave all the alerts here until we had the recruits, but unfortunately, no. Also, we're going to have to sell off all our goat juice. One of our chemical fascination people got into the goat juice supply, and I think this is not going to be the first or the last to do such a thing. So I'm thinking goat juice addiction 55%. Yeah, they've got chemical interest. So what I'm going to do is make sure they can't get any more of it. And there's so many new recruits. All right, let's give this a second. I think, yeah, they're landing right here. Let's get a mob squad together. We're going to have to just mob them down. I figure Zergling style approach. If there's a lot of them, then it's probably Scythers. If there's a smaller amount of them, it's probably centipedes. So we mob the centipedes or we choke point the Scythers. One or the other. We have not had a group photo in a while, so why not grab everyone we can and bring them in? That's 70 people. That should be... oh, God, the game does not like that. Yeah, that's... yep. Wait, come on. Think about it. There we go. We'll move them there. We're going to have to do some management of the ones that are inbound, but we'll see where the pods land and how many to be sure. Okay. That seems like a small enough number of pods. I'm definitely thinking centipedes. Alright, we swamped them. That's the plan. Let me see where we're going to send everyone. Right now, everyone who is... ooh, slow that down. Everyone who is not busy is heading this direction. I don't think we're going to have enough people to hold the corridors as well. We've got people coming from all over, but it does take them a little bit of time to get there. You know what? Let's grab... say 4 of you and have you go there. Yeah, that should be an idea. Oh, Leety's here. I don't want Leety involved in this if at all possible, considering how valuable they are as a colonist, but it's fine. It's fine. We will manage something. That's a Lancer. Okay, that means we've overkilled that section. Okay, that is a centipede. That's a centipede with an inferno cannon in with 3 of our prisoners. In nomine Patris Spiritus et Filius Sanctus. I would help you, but that would be effort. You mailing that centipede down. The rest of you get in here. All of you. Oh God. Yep, there's a whole line of them coming. We're going to send you all over here. Okay, team split. Oh God, another inferno cannon one in there. This pawn is actually new. Still has not been named yet. I would really prefer not to lose them. But I think that Lancer's about to plug them. There's nothing we can do. They just ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, the rest of you get in there. Actually, you know what? Try and melee that Lancer down. That would be preferable. The rest of you all grabbing it. Oh, no time to play is in the middle of doing a fire starting spree. Thanks, buddy. Jesus. And because they're doing a fire starting spree right there, that means people can't get through that door, and all of them are starting to repass. Look, they're all... ah, that's just... your timing and location for the fire starting spree are just exceptional. Truly, truly exceptional. All of you, we're going to need you to go around this direction. Might as well. Oh, in fact, you're probably going to end up going in here. You know what? Let's make that a melee attack on that thing as soon as you can. Oh. Get in close. None of you are allowed to shoot from a distance. We've learned our lessons on those ones. Come on, get in there. And Nick, how are you down already? Did you get shot? Left leg destroyed. Okay, that, what happened? It must have headbutted you or something. That is an incredible amount of damage. Take off a whole leg. Ancient Gammoner, beaten to death. How? Oh, thank God. They actually got killed by Centipede. We didn't shoot them. For the first time, we did not kill the colonist. It was the enemies. That's great. No, all of you. Get in there. Yeah, all of you. Come on, get over there. We're trying to make sure that no one else gets killed by this. Right, that's good enough. All in there. It just seems like they shouldn't really be able to do much considering how surrounded and shot they are getting. Jesus. Why are you guys not shooting? Oh, you are. It's just taking you a long time. Okay, another one bites the dust. Great. Well, the centipedes have made an absolute mess in there, and our prisoners are not in good shape. What's the temperature in that room? That room is 122 degrees. This room is 154 degrees. Well, time to do the good old trick of shooting out the wall. You guys here, you all need to shoot out that wall segment right there. And you know what? You should all go up this direction. I'm going to need you to shoot at the wall segments up here. Perfect. And who's that person on the ground? Nicholas? Okay, done. Alright, perfect. That means we just got to get through to that one, and it's surrounded by fire. That's going to make this very inconvenient. Oh, damn it. See, the problem is it's right there, so even if we open the door, only one person can melee it at a time. So I suppose we'll have to have one person melee it, and the rest go around this side, but there's fire in the way, meaning they can't get in close to get their melee on. You two go there. Sissy, what are you doing? Beating out fires. Yeah, you do that. Let me think for a second. Plan here is very simple. We're going to run a bunch of pawns right in here. Yep, you can go right about there. Then we're going to shoot across here at this Inferno Centipede. At the same time, we're going to open the door there. Perfect. In fact, let's grab everyone who's around here. Oh, just... God damn it. Sometimes the control schemes. Why are you unconscious? No time. Oh, you're bleeding out in 6 hours. How are you bleeding out in 6 hours? Those centipedes do a hell of a lot of close combat damage. I mean, it's great mobbing them if you can, but we just can't mob them enough. Okay, boom, you're down. That's in there. Okay, all of you in there to get in. Okay, they can't actually see the centipede on the other side. That's a problem. Now they can see the centipede on the other side. Nope. Shoot that thing first. Much better. Okay, I think we've got him. And come on, there's only two of them left. One down. You can all get back to work, and by work I mean putting out the fires and hopefully rescuing the prisoners from death. Done. Perfect. Okay, go rescue people who have been shot, and everyone get medical attention. We have been improving our hospital, so we definitely have more hospital beds to deal with all of this. Oh, and I love how miniaturized our pawns have gotten on top. Yeah, we've got a caravan out on the map, so it's making things a little bit funky. That's what you call a swarm of firefighters. Problem? Solved. Well, sort of. We're still going to have some injured prisoners, though I don't think we lost any prisoners in that. Easy way to tell. Let's go into our needs. Colonists died. Yes. Okay. Why is there only -3 for colonists died for you? Oh, that one's got a -5. Might depend on how much of a relationship they had with them. Oops. Yeah, we have lost 2 colonists in quick succession. Not been our best few days, I will admit. Though, recruitment-wise, yeah, we're so close. While we're tidying up this mess and waiting for just one more prisoner recruitment. Come on, Randy, just give us one more. We're so close. How many have got the resistance broken? Oh, there's 4 of them with broken resistance. Just get one of them. We're going to do a quick ceremony while we're waiting, namely Zach Lovelace. We want them to become a knight. Oh, and there's our final recruit. Well, not our final recruit, but our 100th recruit. We'll have a quick naming ceremony once we get this knocked out of the way. With Zach becoming a knight, we'll now have access to 2 shuttles, which means we can double our trading with the Empire. I really want to get my hands on a couple of Zeus hammers. And knight title gained. Perfect. And they should have all the necessary things. Undignified bedroom. Oh, yeah, don't worry. We can get you one of those really quickly. We have them all done up over this side. Giving Zach a a nice bedroom for themselves. They sorted that one out. However, they do want some night-specific apparel, so they're going to want a formal shirt, cape, all that stuff. We'll create some over here at one of our tailoring benches. We have a lot of production going on. The problem we face, though, at the moment is we can't produce weapons and armor fast enough. If we check down under here, let's see, let's scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see we still haven't got enough guns to equip everyone just yet. We're trying. We really are. It's just a case of even our best crafter, Leti, over here. Oh, they've got an injury. Ooh, old gunshot, itchy, stab, scar, painful. Yeah, well, they've got a crafting skill of 19, and they still cannot craft heavy SMGs fast enough for everyone. We also have someone mobile doing nothing but flak vests, and we've got about flak vests for everyone at least. All right, let's get around to naming our newest recruits. We have 11 new people we have to add in. Now that the caravan's back and we can actually see our pawns, let's get on with the naming. Fair warning in advance, I believe we have about 16 pawns to name. This is probably going to take a couple of minutes. First up, we have Steven Curran. They're going straight into building with a secondary in mining. Oh, and for those of you who ask, I'm never making someone a mine crafter, because if they're mining, they don't have time to be crafting. Crafters need to be specialized. It's just, that's why you've never seen a Minecraft show up. Anyway, Steven will be our build miner. They're a pyromaniac, an undergrounder, can't do intellectual crafting. Basically, they're pretty solid, except for they're a pyromaniac, which has so far not killed us. Number 87, Kevin Clark. Plants and animals will be their forte, namely because that's what they're good at. Also, we need more plants and animals. Intellectual and crafting they can't do. They're an undergrounder, depressive, and a slowpoke. Yep. It's just all the good stuff. Also, they've got a bunch of scars on top of that, meaning they're not exactly the most productive looking at their talking and eating. Oh well, welcome to the team. Next up, we have number 88, WhiteFox. They're animal-ish training because they literally have no skills except for animals and artistic, and they don't have a passion in either. So they can't even do dumb labor, they can't do social, skilled labor. They just can't do anything except animals or artistic, and yeah. Welcome to the team. Some gunshots, a few injuries, but nothing too major. They're mostly useless. Sorry, WhiteFox. Next up, 89, Holly Jessome. Planting and animals again, because we can never have too many of them, and it's the things they're good at. Also a hard-working, psychopathic, tough person. You can't really ask for much better than that. Rock solid pawn. A little bit of a torso scar, but no one's perfect. Number 90, Snathro. Cleaning and hauling only, namely because they're a slow learner, which basically, it just reduced their learning to so slow, it's ridiculous. There's no point putting them in anything, so cleaning and hauling is their only job. Also, peg leg, because they lost one to an SMG earlier. Number 91, we have, I'm going to go with Chetyri. Chetyri. Yep, Chetyri it is. Animals and cooking, namely because they're amazingly good at animals, and their cooking is, well, they're gonna food poison a few people at first, but you know what? We can live with that. Plus, they're a doctor; they can cure them. They're also a cannibal, kind, can't do intellectual, artistic, health-wise, gunshot wound in the right arm. We can do something about that. 92, Alard de Boer. Building and cooking, namely because if you find someone who's any good at construction, they got to go into construction. We have too many artists already, and cooking, yeah, we're going to need more cooks as this goes on. Thankfully, they also got a learning assistant. I think we actually zapped them with EMP grenades when they showed up, which is why they're not horribly injured or scared. 93, Jason Moggridge. Building and mining, namely because anyone with construction, straight into building, and mining because they get a burning passion for it. They also have a bit of a side in doctoring, but of course they'll end up a drug addict, and they do have fast learner, which should make them an exceptionally good constructor and miner, really. Number 94, Vicky Radcliffe. Good at animals and cooking, and that's it. We don't want any more crafters or intellectuals or anything like that. We're pretty much stuck with plants, animals, cooking, mining, constructing. They're the only things we really care about. All the rest we're pretty much well covered. Minor scratch scar on the left arm, they'll walk it off. Number 95, Boidhre, straight into cleaning and hauling. Namely because they're slothful, which means their global work speed is drastically reduced, and they don't really have a passion for anything that's worthwhile. I mean, we could put them in mining, but that slothful's really going to hurt. So cleaning and hauling for them all the days of their lives. Yep, currently got a wake-up addiction to go with that undergrounder and slothful. Next up we have Zaughon, and I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that, but that's how I'm going for it at the moment. They are good at animals and cleaning, and that is it. Burning passion for animals, quick sleeper, brawler, tough. We're definitely going to give them a shield belt and equip them up for nothing but close combat, but that's going to be a little while. For the time being, though, absolutely zero damage. They have all their fingers and toesies. 97, Paul Bruere. Building and mining. Unfortunately, they're also a pyromaniac and a body purist. Two traits you just don't want. Never mind on the same pawn. But they've got a 10 in construction and a 10 in mining, so we're not going to complain too much. Until you look and realise they're missing an arm, and that body purist trait is about to kick in when we give them a fake one. Oh well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. 98 shoftee. Shoftee? I think it's going for softy, but with a H. You're messing with me now. I just know it. Building and cooking, namely because they've got construction. Bit of cooking will go on, but a chemical interest fast learner. We have so many chemical interest fast learners at this point. Actually, no, we have so many people who have chemical interest. It's ridiculous. But seriously, look at the amount of stats they have. They're going into medical, they're also going into wardening. They're probably not going to have much chance to ever get around to building or cooking, considering the amount of medical and wardening they'll end up doing. For number 99, we have MTT, planting and mining, and that was actually a pretty tough choice. They have lots of stats available to them. Look at that, medical and intellectual, artistic, crafting, plants, and double passion in mining. Also, undergrounder, hard worker for a global 20% bonus to speed, and nimble, which means they'll do really well in melee. Only thing they're incapable of is dumb labour. They are rock solid colonists. If it wasn't for the bad back they got gifted as a birthday present from Randy. Solid pawn. For our 100th pawn, drumroll please, we have Kevin Cinq-Mars. Kevin Cinq-Mars. We're going cleaning and holding with them, namely because they've got the slow learner trait, minus 75% to their global learning factor, and we don't need any artists, which makes them just pretty much useless. Kind of sums up a lot of the pawns we've gotten. They're just not the best. Missing their nose, which is really going to affect their beauty. Oh, what took that? Oh, Papa Nurgle's heavy SMG bullet. Ouch, they're going to be annoyed with them. Well, they're alive and they're our 100th pawn. 101, Eric Schoneveld. Mining and cleaning. Quick sleeper, fast learner, undergrounder. They're just rock solid all around. They'll do very, very well as a miner. Health conditions wise, a little bit of a stab scar, which is okay, and a neurocalculator, which increases their research speed that they're no good at. We could remove that, but you know what? Let's just let them have it. That way we can EMP them sometimes and knock them out for fun. We are still doing the bulk caravan trading technique of just calling in multiple ones of them. So we've got the Imperial Empire, Tuska League, and the Alliance. All of them show up at some point or another, though none of them have brought us any cows in a while. It's getting very annoying. Though we have gifted them lots and lots of clothes to keep them happy with us. Also, I can't convert these bugs to chem fuel fast enough. Even with all these people and all of this industry, we just can't chop them up. One thing I do want to do is we have to expand our crop area. We're starting to the points where even with all of our greenhouses, we're not producing enough food for everyone. So we're going to need more power. More power so that we can, well, let's see, where's the 10 here? Yeah, you'll notice there's some grow lamps not on. That's the reason being we can't afford the power requirements. We just don't have enough solar. I think what we're going to do is turn this area here into solar. Maybe a little bit dangerous because it's right beside where the bugs spawn. But I think if we wall that in and we make sure it's an entire solid block of power, the bugs won't be able to spawn in there. Though we might want to double wall it to make sure they don't drill their way in. While we were busy doing this, a wild man wanders in. This is unusual. I thought these stopped once you went above a certain size, like 100 pawns. I thought they'd stop about that. We'll tame them anyway, and they can join the colony. I mean, the more the merrier. We are in a recruitment drive. Over here, we are going to finish off our next batch of power. This will be our third power brick, and it will not be our last. I do not know what is going on with Randy right now. We have a new recruit has just dropped out of the sky. Paralytic abrasia. Yeah, we've got to take care of them until they recover from it, or buy some Glitter World medicine. What's going on? We're not supposed to get these. I thought you only got these when you didn't have enough people. We definitely have enough people. Have we gone above the margin, or be above 100? And Randy's like, okay, that's too much. You can just have more now. Maybe the counter's gone back to 0. Integer overflow. Okay, could be an integer overflow that low, but never mind. That's another colonist for the team. There we have enough solar power to support 14 more sun lamps, and 3 of them have already been installed. So 3 of them can go there. We've already got another 3 that have gone in here. Oh, you know what? You've got to be reconnected up to the correct power grid, and you also have to be connected as well. We'll make these 2 into corn, and those ones will be potatoes. I like to separate out the corn and the potatoes and all that, just give gaps between them all. So that's 3, 6. Alright, we just need, what? Well, we can only do 14 per... Oh, auto-saving, 1 second. I think what we can do is actually squeeze one in. We can squeeze in a few more here. It's not going to be perfect, but I think we can just about. I think that should work. We can fit in the sun lamps there. This one here will get a little bit, will not be perfect, but it should cover most of the area. It'll kind of, the last bit of it is going to get clipped off by this. But that should be exactly 14 sun lamps. Nice. It's kind of crazy to think that our food capacity needs to expand this quickly, this rapidly, but I think we've hired about 25 people so far this episode. We've definitely hit that sort of explosive growth stage I was afraid of. Well, also looking forward to. So that's 13 sun lamps, not 14, but that should be enough to give us food to tide us over. We've got corn, a couple of potato stacks in the middle, and some more heal root on the outside because we can never seem to have enough medicine. We're up to 63, which is the first we've had in a long time. All we need now is just a bunch of diseases to ravage us and we'll be done. Alright, let me check a couple of things here. Before we can get too far, we're having a prison break, and, well, I can't even complain. We've hired so many, there's not even a lot of prisoners left. If we check under the prisoner section, you'll see we're down to 6. We're down to 6 prisoners, though three of the broken ones are the ones that are ready to be recruited. They're down here, and I really don't want to hurt Drubert and Lou, I think it is, yeah. Leilu and Drubert are actually, they're engaged. They're going to get married. They've been trapped in here for that long. So to try and stop them, we're going to send in the animals. Yeah, the animals get there just in time. Now, I do not want to get in to start shooting them if at all possible. I'm going to let the animals take care of this. Namely because the animals will nibble and they can't do enough damage with one hit to destroy a finger, or toe, or eye. So hopefully they just injure them enough to knock them down. Though someone's managed to get bit in the head more than once, I think. No, that's 6 points of damage. That was probably just a regular head bite. Come on, just go down. You're down to 16 points of health on your torso. Just fall over. 12 points of health on your torso. Come on, just fall over. Don't be that guy. You're the... Oh my god, I got bloodlust. Oh, please just go unconscious. Please. You see, we've never actually had a bloodlust pawn yet. We've got all sorts of different pawns, but we've never gotten a bloodlust one. Oh, never mind. You know what? I watched Pawn Never Downs. Despite all of the nibbling they took, no one is actually in danger of dying. That's kind of amazing. Okay, well, someone did get bitten in the head, which, fair enough. Down to 5 hit points on the torso. They could have actually died from that. But that's the joy of using the alpaca police force and the donkey police force. It just makes sure that, well, it drastically improves the chances of your prisoners not dying. The only time it's a problem is when you have 15 to 20 prisoners in a prison cell and you just don't have enough animals to stop that. It would take forever. Okay, with all of that done, it's time I think we expand some more. We're going to need more steel, and we're going to need another one of these. We have enough food now to support about 124 pawns with the amount of grow zones we have set up. That's including these. These are like not food, these things here. So excluding those, we've got 124 food. So we're sorted for a while. But considering how quickly we can expand, I'm thinking we need more steel, we need more components, we need more power, we need more grow lamps, we need more guns, we need more body armor, we need all of those things. That's all we can pretty much focus on, so that means that we grow the fastest. Everything else is just a bonus. Having extra limbs for people, or marine helmets, or even marine armor, none of that stuff is efficient. We need to just settle on the absolute basics to expand as quickly as possible. In the background, we have also loaded Sonico into a transport pod. So Sonico here is loaded up with a bunch of insect jelly and a donkey full. The reason for the donkey full, it was lighter than a full-size donkey, so it'd fit in here. And now we can launch them. You know what, we'll go over to this one. There's only 2 Empire trading posts in range, and we only have 2 people capable of trading with the Empire. So please visit. And away they go. And that will automatically get refueled. Then over here, we're still waiting on our second pawn, which is Zach Lovelace. Once Zach Lovelace is in there, we'll launch him towards the next location. If you will notice, Zach is looking, pretty baller, if I do say so myself. They've got themselves a rocking cloth top hat, an excellent flak vest, well, a good flak vest, and a cloth cape, combined with their jump jet pack, and Devil Strand pants completes the ensemble. Cloth formal shirt, of course, as well. They're looking pretty amazing. Oh, why am I using cloth? I should not be using cloth for anything but flak vests. Damn it. Our first stop is actually quite fruitful. We managed to pick up 10 literal medicine. That should heal the abrasia on that pawn that we just came down. A psychic insanity-like lance and 2 side trainers for berserk pulse. That's going to be helpful. In fact, they do have an invisibility as well, and we have a Zeus hammer I'd like to get my hands on, but I think we'll leave that a minute. We're just going to let them stand there for a moment until our other pawn gets down here to this section, and maybe after that we might reinforce them with some more money to buy some more toys, depending on how it turns out at the second colony. The second place is pretty terrible. We pick up one of the tech prints for skin hardening, and we buy a couple of polar bears. They only had 1 female. It's a pity. If they had a couple more females, I might have actually done some more trading here. But I think that's enough of that. We'll call them the transport shuttle and send them straight home. You can just go... oh yeah, I forgot you have to land these things, don't you? You know what? You can land over here. That's perfect. Let's hope you don't glitch out the game this time around. In that case, we're going to load up some more resources into this and send them out to our pawn in the field. And here comes our returning goodies now. Let's see if it actually glitches out my interface again. This has caused my game to crash a couple of times, so I just want to be safe. And a couple of polar bears joined the team. I believe polar bears have the exact same stats as regular bears, it's just they have better cold resistance. With all of those sorted out, it's time to do something that in real life you would consider ridiculously stupid. We're going to launch about 7,000 silver over at our friend over here. Of course, you just got to launch it at an enormous distance and... oh, no. Give to Sonico's caravan. There we go. That would only... Wait. That would only buy us 43 goodwill with the Empire? 7,000 silver? Okay, that's... So, someone has to be doing the math right on that. That should buy Super Friends at that point. The reason we did that is so that we can just do, well, buy a bunch of their stuff. Namely, the rather expensive Sight Trainer Invisibility, a Tech Print Healing Factor, a Zeus Hammer, and a Psychic Suit Pulsar. Namely because, we've got 2 or 3 brawlers now, we've got to start getting them decent weapons, and we all know Zeus Hammers are the only decent weapon in this game. Well, they can now also fly back home as well. These transport pods just work out so handy. Once every 45 days, we can go on a nice little trade run. Where do we want to land you? Actually, I'm thinking the same point again. Why not? Why can't you land? Oh yeah, silver in the way. But done. That's our. I think that's going to be our trading for the year. We're not going to be going around doing any mad trading to other towns, namely because, well, our animals are working out great. Where's our cows? We have 17 females. That's a lot. Once they all come of age, they'll basically just be churning out a cow every year. It's just we're about to hit that sort of explosive point, so I'm quite happy with our cow numbers right now. We'll keep ordering in the odd trade caravan, but realistically speaking, I think we've hit that nice self-sustainable number. And the shuttle has arrived. Perfect. We'll let the pawns take care of all of that, but I think it's time to do just a little bit more naming. How many prisoners do we have left? Actually, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got pretty much all the prisoners done. There's only one that's actually got any resistance left, and that's only because they're psychically deaf, so we weren't able to use any abilities on them. Let's see if we can't wing it to the end of the episode, recruit these final 4, and then we can just have one quick naming ceremony, because we have recruited a lot this episode. The names listed in the description is going to be huge. Well, that's a little bit awkward. We got a psychic drone high. That's gonna hurt. -30 to everyone. Though, when was there a wedding? Did I miss a wedding? Yeah, I missed a wedding, didn't I? There was a wedding probably about 3-4 days ago. Oops. Yeah, never mind. I'm sure it was spectacular. Randy has also decided to smite a few of our hens again. I think that's 2 hens that have died. And someone's gone into a daze because of the high psychic drone, to be expected. In fact, I'm surprised we haven't had more mental breaks. Yeah, there's 5 major mental breaks just simmering away there. That high psychic drone is going to really hurt. Everyone should be seriously tucking into all of the h.e.a.t, all of the beer. I mean, we've got enough beer. I keep having to sell beer off because we're producing too much. It turns out having 2 whole stacks of the producers over here, like we've got 2 greenhouses full of hops, and it just produces an ungodly amount of beer. I have no intention of stopping. It turns out this is actually not that hard to do, especially considering we have a very well-developed kitchen, though we may need to expand our kitchen in the near future, considering we're up to 125 pounds, well, 115 pounds already. Yeah, we're going to need to expand our kitchens. We'll probably have to rip this out and turn it into a second kitchen in between the 2 fridges. Ooh, does that mean we're going to make that into a fridge? No, we'll worry about that later. To help speed expansion along, we have increased mining production. We now have 4 deep drills over here working on steel, and that's on top of the other 4 we have over here. We need steel, lots of it. We're going to need to produce a lot more solar panels and a lot more wind turbines. We're also going to need more components as well. I think it's almost time we sent out another mining caravan. I think we might actually go up to another 4 mining drills, though at that point we're probably going to need another scanner. Yeah, this could scale up quite nicely. It's also time to pay for all that mining with a quick 2 deep infestation over here. But that's okay, we have plenty of chickens that will soak the damage. Question is, how many chickens do we lose taking out this infestation? I can't imagine it'll be that many. We've got a decent-sized squad coming up. We've got a new recruit as well. Nice. Okay, but that means we've only got about 3 more prisoners to recruit, and we can finally do a naming ceremony. Only one dead chicken. That went really well. And only some minor injuries there on Lieutenant Shepard. A little bit of a cracks and bruises. They'll be fine. They can get to the hospital. Though, I suppose, okay, there are a few maybe injured chickens that are going to need some help, but it's fine. This went really well. Okay, next up. That was it. Oh, yes, I wanted to make sure that we have an inspired recruitment. I wanted to make sure we used it on this one. They're the toughest recruit left, so yeah, if we could get those, that'd be great. I think we're finally about to get the last recruit. We just recruited two in quick, rapid succession, and the inspiration person is coming right over here to finish this off. Please tell me that wasn't the person who was supposed to do it. No. Bagel is wondering when in a psychotic state. This happened because of goat juice addiction. Well, yeah, goat juice will do that to you. I have. To try and stop them going berserk and drinking all the goat juice, what I did was I changed our drug schedule. Where is it? All the normal people are set to carry 2 goat juice on them, and all the people who have chemical addiction are not set to carry any goat juice on them. This way the people with these people here, or the normal people, they can carry around all those drugs, and if they need them, they can take them. However, the people with chemical addiction don't have access to them, and then we're going to sell any excess we get. This was just a quick way of making sure none of it ended up around the place. You better recruit that person. There is no excuses. You have an inspiration. That's the final prisoner. The prisons will be empty. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Well, that went really, really perfectly. We now have all of the recruits done. There's just one last thing I want to get finished today, just to make sure we're completely caught up, and that is this paralytic abrasia on this one of this pawn that fell out of the sky. We want to cure that off and have them mobile before we name them. Otherwise, I think that'd be a bit mean to name a patron after someone who's, paralyzed and can't move. Seems a little bit like a jip, if you ask me. This operation needs to be a success. We didn't actually bring any spare Glitterworld medicine. We only have 10. Fire starting spree from K-Dad. That is fine. Anesthetic sedated. Perfect. Okay, well, let's get a quick naming ceremony on. But before we do, let's just have a quick go over what is actually working for us right now. And what's working for us is we're mining enough steel to produce enough solar and wind turbines to generate enough power to make us the food to keep ourselves expanding our population. While at the same time, we're able to hunt down enough components using, where is it? No, that's using the ground penetrating scanner. We can find ourselves the underground steel, and using the long range mineral scanner, that is finding us the components out on the world map. And the two of those combined allow us to make all of that power, to make the greenhouses, to provide us with the food that gives us all of the necessary meals to keep our pawns going, while also providing meals to our cows, which gives us the milk to convert that food directly into the simple or the fine meals that will hopefully stop us from having so many mental breaks. But we don't have enough cows just yet. The chickens are doing a decent tide over, but honestly, yeah, there's not enough of them yet, and the game's slowing down quite a bit. Finally, if you're looking for the specs of the PC that can support this many pawns, it's in the About section of the channel. Please welcome Adam Kristensen, 102, an underground brawler incapable of intellectual, straight into building and planting, namely because they're just that good at building and amazing at planting, so why not? Health conditions wise, they've got a bionic stomach. For 103, we've got compiled, straight into building and cleaning, namely because construction's the only thing they've got that's above like a 3. They don't have any passions for anything. So please welcome a chemical interest psychopath who's also jealous and incapable of caring and social. Yeah, they'll fit right in. 103, TriPhoenix. All the way into animals. They're staggeringly ugly, tough, and kind. Yeah, that staggeringly ugly is why probably they like animals so much. Health conditions wise, just a burn scar on their eye and a... Sorry, TriPhoenix, that's a little bit ugly. Between the -2 beauty and the injuries, everyone has a -55 social versus them. They're gonna get in so many fights. Wait, no, they're kind. It'll probably be fine. 104, BeaumontTaz, mining and cleaning. The slowpoke will be a little bit of a problem. The volatile will be a lot of punching, and well, actually no, it's more the mental break threshold that'll be a problem. Also, there were Missanders that really distrusts men. Health conditions: asthma, and an elbow blade. Well, that's not really a health condition, but it's very useful. 105, Skyler Manning, straight into cleaning. They're neurotic and nimble. Not really any skills we're looking for here. Artistic and intellectual we're already swimming in. No health conditions. They'll be great at keeping the place spotless. 106, Tia Lucas, animals and cleaning. They're fast learner and an optimist. Sometimes you just get really good ones. Animals is their good. Animals are their best skill. They've also got medical. Can't do social or artistic, but honestly, we don't care about either of those. We're swimming in those. Also comes with shooting in melee already maxed out. Dear Lord, only thing missing is their big left toe. I'll allow it. 107 Ghostipedia, planting and cleaning. Another pyromaniac, but they're beautiful and lazy. God, that sounds like an X. Dumb labor, can't do dumb labor and can't do firefighting. Yep, definitely sounds like an X. Graded artistry, planting. Well, okay, I wouldn't say graded planting, but it's the only skill they had that was actually useful to us. Health-wise, smoke leaf dependency. Dear Lord, this is an X. Next up, our favourite granny that fell out of the sky. It's 108 Peter Varner-Howland. Straight into plants and animals. I mean, come on, they dropped with a 10 in plants, a 10 in animals, a 10 in medical with a double passion. Jesus. Okay, Undergrounder, Trigger Happy, and Steadfast. The Trigger Happy I'm not so hot on, but the Steadfast is just, oh man, they're so good. A little scratch scar on their right leg, but you know what? So long as Randy doesn't gift them with any birthday presents, I think they will be perfect. 109, Dekoth, which I'm also mispronouncing again, but I've tried. I swear, I've tried. Anyway, Dekoth here, their crafting and mining ability is what they'll be going for. Crafting first, of course, mining second. Double passion? Seriously? Brawler, nimble, kind, incapable of artistry, we don't mind. Bad spine, unfortunately, and a gunshot to the torso, but all in all, a rock-solid pawn. 110, Nate Tenczar. Tenczar. Never mind. Planting and cooking. Obvious reasons on the planting front, and cooking because we're going to need so many more cooks as this game goes on anyway. Undergrounder, jealous. Honestly, the amount of jealous people we've got right now is starting to get out of hand. Bionic heart, right shoulder has a little bit of a gunshot. Solid pawn. 111, Daniel Eggert. Building and animals. Yeah, namely because if anyone's got any construction skill at all, they're going straight into it. We need so many constructors, and actually at this point we can flat out constructing so quickly it's insane. But psychically deaf, undergrounder, and kind. I'm not actually against any of those things. It makes them really, really solid. Incapable of firefighting, yeah, who cares? We've got loads of those. No medical problems whatsoever. Excellent. 112, Kyle B. Building and cleaning. Well, yeah, construction again, you just have to go for it. And cleaning because, well, nothing else they have is really that drawing. We've still got them in medical and, well, sorry, not medical, wardening and scanner work, namely because their skills are so high, but they're tough and ugly. Which, okay, people won't like them as much because of the ugly, but the tough means they'll be really solid in combat. No health conditions at all. 113, Spooky. Cooking and animals. And yeah, I made the mistake of reading their backstory. Don't read the backstory. And especially don't read that one as well. Both of those backstories are just dark. They've got chemical fascination, which is actually understandable. They're beautiful and they're greedy. All of these things perfectly understandable for this pawn. Missing an arm, missing a leg. They've got a donkey head bruise. Yeah, they've had it rough. Welcome to the team, Spooky. 114, Ken Flaw. They're going to be cremating and they're going to be doing animals, namely because they are the only bloodlust pawn we've encountered so far. Bloodlust is the only type that can be exposed to rotten corpses and not be affected by it. It doesn't hurt their mood. Therefore, the moment you get someone with bloodlust, you want to give them a crematorium and just get them to do all the corpse cremation. Misogynist, who cares? And creepy breathing, yet they work the crematorium. No one cares how creepy their breathing is. It's kind of expected, in fact, if you work in that job. We gave them a secondary as animals because some days there just will not be corpses to burn. Plus, the further they stay away from other people while taming animals, probably the better for everyone else. No real major health conditions to speak of, but a couple of nasty wounds or scars will probably make them a little bit not very socially... oh wow, yeah, socially people are not going to be very friendly with them. Oh well, just the way the cookie crumbles. 115, J. Powell. Just cleaning, straight cleaning, namely because they can't do animals, which is the only thing they have that we'd actually like them to do. And as well as that, they're greedy, pretty, but they're basically an intimate assassin. Great, so hunting and cleaning it is. Yeah, nice. Health-wise, high on Psych-IT, and a left leg destroyed. Damn it, I should really get you a leg, shouldn't I? Have a left peg leg, go for it. We're not even bothering with bionics. It's actually too much effort to get people bionics or it'll slow down our expansion. Medicine-wise, we're actually not doing too bad. Though if you check here, it says you have 160 medication left in storage. Buy more medicine from traders. You only have 160. I don't ever remember seeing it say you only have 160. I think I got it at 170 earlier, actually. By not seeing it above 160, I mean outside of this game. This game has been... Very odd. Let's just say, okay, 116, we've got cooking and planting assigned to Henry here. Namely because we just need more cooks. Now, you're going to say, but they're a tortured artist, we could get them crafting up great stuff. Yes, we could, but that would require me to micromanage giving them mental breaks. And I am just not bothered. That is way too much effort. We're not a specialist group here. We are the Swarm. We are the Red Army in World War II. We're just here to like have lots of people with standard guns and half decent armor and just do the job. Anyway, this psychically deaf, tortured artist, misogynist, Jesus, burn scar on their eye and a stab scar on their left leg. Why have so many people got scars on their eyes? Never mind. Yeah, I think they'll do well as a cook. They'll be fine. Though, in all fairness, I don't think I'd eat what they created. They just sound like, they don't sound like a nice person to eat food from. 117, Ralph Dieter. Scanning and cleaning. They're just going to use this scanner, and then if they're not busy using the scanner, they're going to clean. Namely because, you can see their skills there. Nothing much going on. And Neurotic does give them a global work speed bonus, which should help them on the scanner. Also, it'll keep them indoors, away from anything that might make them mentally break. Also, ugly and health conditions, bunch of donkey scratches. Yeah, they tried to escape recently. On the bright side, though, I believe they do have a fiancé, so they should hopefully giving us a wedding soon. 118. You two just, oh, god damn it. UTD Ormac. UTD Ormac. They're our second bloodlust pawn, so they'll be going to the crematorium. They'll also be planting if they're not busy burning corpses because of their bloodlust. And they're jealous. Secondary's going to also be a doctor, so they're a bloodlust doctor who burns corpses in their spare time while, occasionally tending to plants. Should be fine. Bunch of bruises on them. And that, I believe, is their 34th hire of the episode. 34. Yep, that felt like we did some solid work today, and I am way behind schedule. It took forever getting this out. What with getting, never mind. It's been busy in work, busy in social life, busy everywhere this week. But I'll catch back up at some point. Apologies for the delays. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.